My name is Celedio, and this is my video presentation for the subject of Math 122, also known as solid mensuration. And this video will be used for educational purposes and will be submitted for Sir Ryan Laitani. Now, the rectangle. This is a perfect example of a rectangle. A rectangle is a key role for buildings. For example, it is made up of rectangular shapes, rectangular walls, rectangular floors, and windows. Using the measurements with the properties of a rectangle to calculate area, perimeter, and volume. In maritime settings, these measurements become essential. Ports and docks were rectangular layouts for efficient cargo storage. Understanding the rectangular shapes helps us understand, build, measure, and maximize both land and area structures. Now moving on to circles. This is an example of a circle shape. The circle is a fundamental shape we use to calculate area, circumference, and volume. A pond fountain, for example, helps us determine how much space it occupies and how much water it holds. In maritime context, circular structures are crucial, like buoys, portholes, where even pressure is essential. Now moving on to cylinders. This is a cylinder shape, for example. The cylinder is a key shape we use to calculate surface area and volume. A water pipe, or for this example, a pole, is a perfect real-life example and also could be used. And what also could be used is a water tumbler. Its cylindrical form helps us measure how much water it carries. In maritime settings, these would be pipelines, and those pipelines would be critical for transporting water, fuels, and waste on ships, offshore and or platforms. Now, moving on to spears. Unfortunately, we don't have an object we can use as a reference, but here is an example of a buoy. Now, the spear is a three-dimensional shape where every point of the surface is equidistant from the center. A real-life example would be a buoy, as I showed earlier. A floating spherical marker used in maritime navigation in both safety and design. Understanding the sphere is essential for creating effective, visible, and stable maritime tools.